Hello, Internet. Let's talk about it. I heard a lot of people complain about social media. They complain about internet. They said uh, social media is destroy people's life, and some people even think internet is not a good thing. But my opinion is not internet is not good. The technology is very good. Is the way certain people use it. Ain't nothing wrong with social media. Social media is good. Okay, let's say if I got somebody, I lost in touch with that person. What I do, I can use social media to contact the person, to get in touch with that person. You can get in touch with a loved one. Okay? But there were certain people use social media, they use it wrong and make it danger. It's same thing. A lot of people they don't know when to call police, when not to call police, what to report to the police, what not to report to the police. Same thing as social media. There's things we can report on social media. Things like a dangerous situation, like a earthquake, emergency stuff, like you can report something that really graphic. Let's say something injustice happened. You want people to aware of the situation. What you do, you can report that to social media. Okay? You report important thing. You can also use social media to coach people. Let's say you were a drug dealer. Now you turn your life around. Now you make a lot of progress. You can use your past and explain people your story. Because a lot of people with drug addiction, some of them they stuck. They think it's done. They don't want to do nothing because they think what I'm gonna do with my addiction. But as soon somebody that had history of addiction came on social media, they come on YouTube, they come on Facebook, they tell people, share the story, and people that doing drug can start to having hope, believe, well, if he can do that, I can do that too. We can use social media to teach people, okay, like something that can help somebody out. It's not something to destroy people, but it's something we can use to educate people. But that's because kids also use social media. You got a young generation that using social media. You have your kid, maybe they underage, okay, they can go and use social media and see all bunch crazy stuff on social media. Now kids came out of control. Their parents cannot control them because of certain people. We also got certain people that dealing with mental health. They report anything on social media. That's not even important. Let's talk about it. Let's say, well, people can even use social media and report crazy things. Well, this morning, I passed by on the street, some lady smell like shit. That's not, what do you want social media to do about it? That's not a thing you should report. We're gonna report something on social media when we know it's danger. It's something that can help America. Like George Floyd, that's a good thing they done and report that on social media. We all see the injustice. We all see it was a wrongdoing. Okay, so let's say somebody walking a danger, somebody you suspect that could be a threat. Okay, that person kill people and run. We can report that on social media so people are aware of it. A lost child, somebody that lost, that's somebody that missing, we report that. These things are very important. That's what we need to report. But I cannot report somebody just because you stink. That's your personal problem. So social media is not there to tear people down. It's a bunch of mental people that dealing with mental health. They use it wrong. This is why sometimes you see police, they don't show up when certain people call. Some people don't know when to do things, when not to do things. Report something on social media. It's something that you see that can help. But certain problem, it's nonsense to report. That's what we call that report. I may report that on social media because I know that can help America, that can help people. I may tell my story on social media because I become successful. People, when I explain my story, that can help somebody out. But report somebody because they stink. Instead of report that, I can use social media to teach people how to practice hygiene. Instead of saying, "Hey, you woman, you stink," okay, I can use social media and talking about hygiene. That's the stuff we need to talk about. So suppose I dealing with somebody that, okay, let's say I deal with somebody that have bad breath. I cannot report that on social media. I can call the person and say, well, I smell something. Okay, so we're not there to report something nonsense. Again, if you want to tear somebody down, please don't use social media to do that. Because social media is not there for that. It's a useful technology. But the way certain people use it, they make it sound bad. When social media is not bad. Personal problem should handle personal. Because kids also use social media. Let's say you're a parent, you cannot babysit your kids 24/7. Let's say you got a child under 14. You cannot sit down 24/7 in her room and watch what she's doing on social media. On social media now, you see people, they even show people how to be suicidal. All this shouldn't be turned down. Social media shouldn't accept it. Social media need to step up and say, hey, we need to take something that's serious. Somebody that stink is not serious. That's a personal problem. But what we're gonna report is something that we think that will help America. Somebody that be a threat to everybody, kill somebody and run away. Okay? A fire, somebody that missing, like I said before. Now we're gonna report that. Report somebody falling, it's not important. Somebody falling, they're falling. That's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of crazy people that use social media wrongly. It's like you would call the police on somebody because they're falling. Hello 911, she's fault. That's not, the police not there for that. So do social media. They're not there. I know they accept crazy stuff. But social media need to control that. We need to accept something that's serious. Something that can help in the society. Not something that will tear the society apart. Not something that divide people. Now social media can turn the truth down. But they cannot turn people that using social media to destroy his life. That's what they need to work on now, right now. Social media need to work on this. Somebody that use social media like is Jerry Springer. If you want to go to Jerry Springer, you can go to Jerry Springer, but social media is not Jerry Springer. Where you go on Jerry Springer, Jerry. That's not, social media is not that. That's not what they do. That's not what they're supposed to do. Even though they accept it, they need to stop them. Whenever you need to go on Jerry, you can call Jerry. But the main point is you cannot just use internet, give fake information, okay, tear people down, report nonsense stuff. Now they report anything on social media. They show you how to commit suicide. Somebody falling, they say somebody falling. What that got to do with social media? What do you want social media to do? We can report injustice. Yes, let's talk about that. Let's say I bought something at Amazon. They stole my money. I tried to deal with them. Personal. I called them. I tried to fix the problem between me and them. They refuse. They lie. They don't want to give me my money back. Of course, they are a business. People need to be aware of that. They need to be aware Amazon stole my money so they can watch out. Stuff like that, we report it. It's important. If a business steals your money and you try to deal with them, you call them, you try to resolve the problem between you and them, they refuse. Now you see they are the thief. Okay, you can report that. But something you can just taking care of, like you walk on the street, somebody coughing, you report that. Somebody birth, you report that. Somebody falling, you report that. What's that? These are nonsense. What do you want social media to do about it? You got personal problem, you resolve your personal problem. You cannot just go on social media because, oh, I smell that lady on the street. Let me report that. Oh, this lady downstairs smell like peanut butter. Let me report that. That's mental health problem. That's not somebody that okay. Taking care of your personal problem, your personal problem. What that got to do with social media anyway? Let's talk about it. Why don't we use social media in a positive way instead of using it to tear people down? What people done, United States now, they misinterpreted stuff a lot. When they do crazy stuff like that, they call that freedom. They violate somebody's privacy. I got freedom. Let's say if you violate my privacy, you said you got freedom. What about me? I don't have freedom to tell you no, do not violate my privacy. If you call yours freedom, what I'm gonna say for mine? I don't have freedom then because you violate my privacy. This stuff need to talk about. Stop all this nonsense. The social media got nothing wrong. Internet have nothing wrong. Google have nothing wrong. It's a bunch of crazy people that use it in a wrong way that make it wrong. But really, internet really help. Why don't everything that you do in life, make sure people can learn from it? What I'm gonna learn if you report somebody that frauding? What I'm gonna learn from that? Let's say you report somebody, oh, this morning, Miss Katrina fought. She frauding. What can I learn? What can people learn? Nothing. But people can learn if you coach somebody. Let's help like that. You can coach somebody. You can tell your story that will help somebody. Because this is why you got experience. When you were in drug, now you turn your life over. Now you become successful. People that live and still on drugs want to hear from you. Okay, they don't want to hear from me because I remember when I used to be at recovery house, when I told the people drug addict is not a disease, they say yes, it's a disease. They don't want to hear from me because they said I never used drug. I don't know how they feel. But as long the therapist said yes, it's not a disease, they believe him because the therapist was addicted to drug. Now he turned his life over. He became therapist, Now it started to help drug people. Normally, a prostitute won't listen to somebody that never been prostitute. They more likely listen somebody that used to got same experience as them. Now they know you know what you're talking about. Let use social media like that. Let explain your story to somebody that dealing with certain problem. Now they know you've been dealing with that too. They know there's hope. A lot of females, they prostitute themselves. They are with the prostitute. They think there's no hope. But you are a former prostitute. Former prostitute. That means you turn your life over. Now you do something with your life. Okay, you can coach these people. Let them know you used to do the same thing. Now I turn my life over. Drug dealer, you can do the same thing. Go on social media. We can do better. We gotta do better. Social media is not there to tear somebody apart. Social media is not there to shame somebody. It's not there to it's not there to expose somebody in a illegal way. We got freedom, but we cannot take that freedom too far. I heard the news, some guy put camera in some bathroom. That's too far. Okay, so that's what I want to share. All right, because a lot of time people be talking about social media is no good. Internet messed up people's life. No, internet doesn't do nothing wrong. It's the way some people use it that make it affect people's life. But if we got normal people that use it, if we got in charge good authority that will tell the people how to use it, if you're gonna tear somebody apart, we cannot accept it. If you use it as a useful object, yes. You use it like you can work on this with people, just take your picture, send it on social media, and start to talk about that picture. And social media accept it. We cannot do that. We cannot have that. And then anything you send on social media, they get paid. They get paid because they know, okay, I'm gonna post anything. No. We're not going to do this, sir. No, ma'am. We cannot do this. No, sir. We can't do this. Let's know how to use social media. But it's not there to tear somebody apart, to bully somebody, to violate somebody's privacy. It's not there for that. We gotta do better, okay? We gotta do better. Thank you.